welcome to Daily Planet. I'm Zaya Tom.
And I'm Dan Riskin. It is Friday, and we have a great show for you to get your weekend kick-started.
That we do. Today we have 50 quadricopters on the show, flying in formation. And a little later, we're also going to check out a 3D view of a shipwreck that has been hidden for over 100 years.
We even have seagulls stealing video cameras. That's coming up later on Trending.
But first, one thing we're always interested in here is the physical limits of the human body. And it's something people really have to consider, you know, when they sign up for endurance events like races and marathons. And one of the nastiest and dirtiest is a challenge called the Tough Mudder.
But you can't call it a race because it's not timed. So here's our behind-the-scenes look at Tough Mudder. And get ready, it's a little bit shocking.
So, you think you're tough? Welcome to Tough Mudder, a 20-kilometer military-style obstacle course. Oh, it is hardcore.
As a Tough Mudder, I pledge that. I understand that Tough Mudder is not a race, but a challenge. And I overcome all my fear.
31-year-old Samantha Bougen is a mom who's faced fears in the last year that no one should in a lifetime.
Once you have a near-death kind of experience, it makes you realize how short life really is and how it's really time to start living outside your box.
First, intestinal cancer.
I'm really lucky. Like, it didn't get far. I was able to stop it before the intestine any of it had to be removed.
Then 4 months ago, a whole other scare.
I was going to get a glass of water, and I had ended up getting the worst headache of my life, and it stopped me dead in my tracks. And then I had a seizure, and I had fallen to the ground. And then my husband said, "I think you had a stroke."
The stroke was caused by a blood clot in her neck. Days later, as Sam recovered, she heard about Tough Mudder.
My son came home from school one day, and I said to him, "What do you think if I did this?" And he said, "Mom, you can do anything you put your mind to." And he said, "You always say that to me," and I truly believe it.
With the doctors okay, Sam rounded up a team and started training. Today, they're among the 20,000 near Barrie to tackle what may be the most grueling day of their lives.
The strategy is to stay strong, keep together. Part of me is definitely scared.
Let's count it down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I just want to finish. My goal is to complete the challenge.
And that's no easy feat. 18 obstacles await. After 1 kilometer, they reach the first one, called Kiss the Mud.
It is barbed wire. You really have to make sure that you're not lifting your head or your bum. You want to do like a worm across the ground.
Rocked it. We did rock it. It was easier than I thought.
But it's about to get a lot harder. This is Arctic enema. Constantly filled with ice, it's a bone-chilling 1 degree.
You have to jump in, go under a wall, and come back up. So for me, that's probably the scariest thing.
Oh, yeah! Holy crap! Holy
Get out before the muscle seize or hypothermia sets in.
Oh, yeah.
Keep this animal real casual.
Now it's Sam's turn. After the bath, it's back to mud and more hills.
It's the Tough Mudder, right? I just look at it like it's going to be a good spa treatment.
We're doing really good, actually. We're almost halfway. Doing awesome.
But there's more running through water, uphill, and it's taking a toll.
Did you leave anybody? No, there's 2 right here. Perfect.
Time to walk the plank and plunge around 5 meters before fear sets in.
You having a hard time?
I'm freaking out.
It's all good. All right.
Are you going to see me? How do I jump?
It is going to be cold water. That's probably more my fears than the actual jump itself. bit intense and a little bit scary, I will admit.
Next, the boa constrictor. Approach these slippery plastic pipes carefully, or they might bite.
I am a little claustrophobic, and I know that I have to just focus on looking down and picturing the end.
It's all about arm strength.
It was actually really scary, but it was actually harder coming out because of the divots in the actual tubes.
After 13 kilometers, it's the home stretch.
I think the worst is over with. It's just another obstacle.
Are you sure? The electric eel is next.
Electric eel is electricity hanging, and you're also crawling through water, and you get electrified as you're crawling through it.
Inside these ropes are wires charged by a car battery.
10,000 volts is a little extreme.
A taser is 50,000 volts. At Everest, plastic makes for a slick sprint up this quarter pipe. Oh, and it's greased.
The grease is definitely a little crazy. I don't think there's really a need for them to do that because it's challenging enough.
Run up as fast and as far as you can, then jump.
I'm physically, mentally, and emotionally drained. I'm ready to be across that finish line and have a beer.
Finally, the end is in sight.
Stop this crazy course.
On the brink of exhaustion, one final electroshock therapy. Run fast and risk falling. Run slow and risk prolonged shocking.
You just gotta look at the end and run. I'm so proud of them. We have a pulled groin and we have knees that are out and we've put knees back in today.
After 4.5 hours, the battle is over. And for Sam, victory is sweet.
I'm very emotional, but I'm proud. I'm really proud of myself. It's something that I never thought I could do, and I did it all.
Whew.
So what do you think? Could you do it?
You know, I think I would have been fine right up until that tunnel that you have to go through on your arms where there's water in there.
Right. Electric shocks for me.
Absolutely.
That would be
Yeah,
it.
I hear you.
Anyway, our next story also has an extreme bent, but this is not all about fun and games. It's actually very serious.
Absolutely. This is about an invention that's designed to help people who are trapped in natural disasters. So think of tornadoes or hurricanes, and these are things that the people of Alabama know all too well.